My name is Patrick. Recently I retired after 26 years as a police officer and sold everything I owned. Now it's time for something different. A journey of healing and inspiration. I'm setting out to ride my motorcycle around the world, searching for beauty, connection, and the freedom of the open road. This is my life now. This is Adventures Without Borders. Good morning. I am somehow trying to get out of Durango, which is not as simple as it sounds, but here we go. I enjoyed my night in Durango. It was the downtown area, the historic center, super nice. It was a good atmosphere, lots of families out, lots of people, everybody in a good mood. I really enjoyed it. Big speed bump. So heading to Zacatecas today, 295k on the GPS. So update, I had bought a transponder to try to set it up to pay for my tolls along the way. No success. For some reason, the serial number on the transponder, when I enter it on the website, comes back as invalid, and it's not even me entering it. It actually scans the barcode. So not sure what that's about. I've got some friends in Zacatecas, so maybe I'll pick their brain on it. Maybe there's a number you can call, I don't know. But in the meantime, I'll just keep paying cash and delaying everybody behind me. It rained overnight, and it seems like it rained quite a bit because these roads are actually still wet. There's a little bit of rain in the forecast along the way, so I don't know if I'll hit that or not, but which way do I go here? There we go. Alright, so I'm going to focus on this driving thing I'm doing here, and I'll check in with you guys later. Somehow find myself on the non-toll road, the Libre Ambiente, all day, which is odd for the GPS to have taken me in that direction. Although I see there's a toll ahead, because my GPS does warn me about those. So I'm in Rio Florido, apparently. They like their speed bumps. Oh, it's like 4 or 5 in a row. And a tuk-tuk. Just realized I caught myself humming there. Apologies for that. I was listening to a couple of podcasts on the first half of the ride today. Now I just have my earplugs in, and sometimes I tend to sing, and I do my best not to expose you to that. Look at the size of this speed bump. Oh yeah. Most things in Rio Florido are agricultural related, just based on the lands around here. Lots of cattle. Actually, it's too bad I didn't have my camera running, but there were 4 or 5 men that were leading a bunch of cattle through the ditch along the highway. cool. I've lost count of these speed bumps. I mean, that is amazing. The amount of stuff you can pack into the back of a truck is truly amazing. There's some ingenuity at work there. I'm still fighting the wind. As soon as I pick up a little bit of speed, I can really feel it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to beautiful Zacatecas. I arrived here yesterday afternoon from Durango. It was a pretty uneventful ride, and I managed to avoid the rain. It rained again last night here. There's a lot of rain in the forecast for the next few days. I don't think I'll be able to avoid it, but so it goes. So I'm sitting at the Acropolis Cafe, which is one of the more famous breakfast places here in Zacatecas. I've just ordered the Acropolis Eggs Special, Huevos Especiales, fruit platter, and a cappuccino. So that'll get my day going. It's already almost 11 o'clock, so it's more like brunch. Got some errands to run today. I need a few kind of boring everyday things. I need some new rags to clean the bike. I used them when I cleaned my chain, and of course those can't be used again because they're pretty greasy. So I'm gonna see if I can find them here in the Centro Histórico, and if not, I'll probably hop into Uber and get to either a Walmart or some other department store. And then I'm gonna spend the day exploring the Centro Histórico. It's a beautiful colonial city, and I look forward to sharing some of the pictures with you. Oh my God, that's so good. Can't even place what the taste is, but it is so good. Oh yeah, that really hits the spot. Let me tell you just a little bit about Zacatecas. Zacatecas is the name of the city, which is the capital of the state by the same name. Has a population of just around 160,000 people. It started off as a mining camp in the mid-16th century when Spanish colonists had discovered deposits of silver and other minerals here, although the Native Americans who had lived here for thousands of years before already knew of the existence of those things. This area saw some battles during the turbulent 19th century, but the most important one was the Battle of Zacatecas during the Mexican Revolution, when Francisco Villa captured the town. That event is still celebrated today on every anniversary. The colonial part of the city is a World Heritage Site due to the Baroque and other structures built in its mining days, and mining still remains an important industry here. The name is derived from an indigenous language which means people of the grasslands. What really strikes me as I walk through Zacatecas is how the historical buildings have all been repurposed and they've become hotels, restaurants, cultural centers, museums. So nothing's really left abandoned or anything like that. And I can only imagine how many coats of paints are on every building as I walk by. And the signs are painted on, so you'd imagine that every time a new business opens, they have to repaint, just adding to the layers of paint already on there. It's really a beautiful, walkable city. And there always seems to be something going on, whether it be these patios or some type of festival or music on the street, dance lessons in the park. There's always something going on. As soon as you take a few steps away from our tourist zone, you end up on these streets, which is where the locals actually shop. And it's quite an experience to walk through all these little stands and stores. That's where you find the best deals. Good morning from Zacatecas. It's 11:20 and I'm headed to Guadalajara today. 350 kilometers, give or take, más o menos. So I spent a full 2 days here, 3 nights, and it's a beautiful city. The historic part is just amazing. If you can see the streets here, it's all this sort of cobblestone, and make sure my camera is angled properly here. And the buildings are all colonial era buildings. It's, yeah. Anyway, what made this even more special is that there's a family here that I've gotten to know. I've been here a couple times before, and they're just so welcoming, and so I spent some time with them over the last 2 days. And this morning I had breakfast with a young fellow in his 20s, Angel, or Angel. I have trouble with those G's in Spanish. So we just met for breakfast here and had a great chat. So I'm very grateful to the whole family, Maria, Jorge, Angel, and all the kids. I'm very grateful for the kindness and hospitality they've shown me. And you can tell they're very proud of the city, like as they're taking me around. they know all the history. I got into a few museums and things, so really nice. So I'm headed to, like I said, Guadalajara. I'm hoping to meet up with a gentleman that I met, Mario, that I met on the ferry a few days ago, crossing over from Baja Peninsula from La Paz, fellow motorcyclist. So I got his contact information, so I will look him up when I get there. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this morning. I'm going to leave the camera rolling here as I drive through downtown, if this traffic ever gets moving, and give you more of a glimpse from the bike's perspective, and I'll catch up with you later. Get over how green and lush it is here. I mean, with all the rain, it shouldn't surprise me, but it still looks amazing. I just pulled over for a second there, just past the toll booth, and I've been putting these stickers up for the Quinn Stevenson Foundation. So I got to know Quinn's mom and dad in my work as a police officer, and they're both involved very actively with Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Quinn was killed by an impaired driver. I feel bad that I don't know exactly what year, but it was more or less 10 years ago, maybe a bit more even. And they have these stickers that are made for the foundation, and they asked their friends who traveled to put them up as they're going along the way, and to text them the coordinates as to where they are. And there's a map on the website that shows where all these stickers end up, and I always put up one of the Quinn stickers and then one of mine for the YouTube channel. So I did that. I'll share the website for that map in the details section below this video. It's kind of cool to see how far those stickers have made it around the world. I have absolutely no idea why. There's traffic jam. I suspect it's like there's a toll booth, but I don't know if it's that. But it's several kilometers of these trucks just lined up. crazy. Yeah, so indeed, that whole mess, I would estimate 3 kilometers worth of traffic backed up because they're doing work at this toll booth. But at least I don't have to pass all those trucks on the highway later on. Hey, so I'm about, well, I'm 143 kilometers in. I just took my first break here. I'm in the state of Aguascalientes, somewhere south of the city of Aguascalientes. So I like to keep my brakes to about every 100 to 150 kilometers. I find that breaks up the day quite nicely, and typically I will find a gas station and convenience store along the way, even in the countryside, so it's a nice break to make sure you stay hydrated and grab a snack once in a while. So I've got another 200 and change kilometers to go before I get to Guadalajara. The weather is quite nice. I'm gonna guess it's low 20s here, and it's a little bit overcast, so the sun is not too scorching. So I'm gonna hit the road. I'll catch you later. I'm just pulling into downtown Guadalajara, and it is busy. Looks like I'm about 1 kilometer from my hotel, but GPS is showing 7 minutes, and if you look at the traffic around me, you can understand why. I really enjoyed the first part of the ride today, and then I started hitting all these construction zones that were like really poorly designed and whatnot, and with the trucks being so slow around here, it just backed up for miles and miles, and I had to take the shoulder at one point just to get through. Again, I'd still be out there otherwise, but yeah, I made it. So other than that, it was a good riding day. Hey, good morning to you. It's Friday morning. I'm in Guadalajara in Jalisco, Mexico, and it is laundry day. So I got my bag of laundry, and I looked up a little laundromat. It's just like 250 meters from my hotel. So I'm gonna go drop this off, and it should be done later today or by the morning at the very least. Mexico is great with laundromats. They're everywhere, they're fast, and they're pretty inexpensive. So I'll do that, and then I'm gonna head out to explore the historic center a little bit. Okay.
Hola.
So what's the name of the store here?
Raúl Victorica.
Your name is Raúl y
Daniela.
Y es la lavandería Scarlett, la mejor lavandería en Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
Okay. Yes.
Así es.
Excellent.
Los invitamos a venir a lavar su ropa.
Bring your laundry here.
Service laundry complete and
And-
welcome your people.
And very fast, 2 hours and a good price. All right, nice to meet you. Mucho gusto. Okay, so my laundry is dropped off. I'm gonna go walk around sort of the commercial area for a bit, and it's actually gonna be ready in 2 hours, which is awesome. Yeah, I'll walk around the commercial area. I'll go pick up my laundry. She seemed pretty adamant that I come in 2 hours for whatever reason, unless I just misunderstood that. And once I'm done that, I'll head over to the historic center and explore that. Okay, just picked up my laundry. 2 hours, 90 pesos. Great deal, and it's folded for me, so I don't have to worry about that. And chatted with the two people who work there. Just super nice people. And Raul, of course, speaks English a little bit, and he was really eager to talk to me and to ask what kind of travel I was doing and things like that. So it's a good experience. So I'm headed back to the hotel. I've been walking for a couple hours. And it's not super hot, but it still takes a bit out of you. So I'm gonna head to the hotel, chill for a bit in the air conditioning, and maybe I'll upload all the videos I've been taking today, so that'll be done. And I guess later in the afternoon I'll head out for something to eat. It's 1:30, so lots of time left in the day. So I'm here in central Guadalajara at Plaza Guadalajara, which is one of the main squares in town. It features the main cathedral of the city, which is behind me right now, and also City Hall is here. And it's also sort of the center point, the center junction for a bunch of pedestrian walkways. So Guadalajara, super interesting city in Mexico. The settlement with that name first showed up in 1542 at this location. I say at this location because the settlement under different names had moved a few times, but it was to become Guadalajara at that time. It played a fairly significant role in the Mexican War of Independence in 1810. This became the first city which was the capital of the revolutionary government during that War of Independence. Currently there's about 1.5 million people living here in Guadalajara, and the metropolitan area has over 5 million people. Fun fact, the density here is over 10,000 people per square kilometer, and the only city that has a higher density is Mexico City, in Mexico, of course. Guadalajara is world renowned as the birthplace and home of mariachi music, as well as tequila. And as I was driving in yesterday, there were a number of there's a bunch of farmland that was growing agave, which is of course the main ingredient in tequila. So it's Friday night here in Guadalajara, and just as I expected, it's super busy. There's stuff going on everywhere, and it's about 8 o'clock now, and I finally decided to sit down and have a proper meal. Let me show you what this looks like. So it is it's a hamburger, but with a Mexican twist. So there are people out everywhere. There's lights, music everywhere, and it's just a big party atmosphere. It's really cool, actually. It's just on the verge of being overwhelming, but it's not. Now this is how you come into Mexico City.